Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, and give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect, who is in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is titled Dog Eat Dog World. It's a famous quote by this movie. Well, a lot of guys made that comment. Brothers made the comment. Elder Zahab recently quoted the comment. But actually, man, it's been on my spirit for a while. Just going into the brokenness of the system and the demonic, the Satanism that's pretty much is bestowing us in this place, man. This kingdom was built on Satanism, and when you look around you, there's no loyalty to anything or anybody. Okay, this is a satanic system. Like when you watch the movie The Matrix, when Morpheus said, "Only thing I'm offering you is the truth." He said, "You take the blue pill." He said, "You wake up and believe whatever you want to believe." He said, take the red pill and you stay in La La Land, or you stay in, he said something about, I think, La La Land or something like that. And, he exposing the truth, and then he show you how deep the rabbit hole really goes. So you take the red pill, then you see everything for what it is, because that red pill is basically the truth, and everything that manifests itself when you come into the truth, like the scriptures go into basically much knowledge increases knowledge and wisdom you obtain in America, and you realize that it's set up to destroy our people, then you understand that, wow, this is a place that was truly built on Satanism. You understand that this place is truly hell, and that it's just a non-stop rat race, man. Like, I got up in my bed this morning and I was talking to the Most High, man. I'm like, man, I can't do this shit no more, man. And I'm not talking about the truth, of course. I'm talking about just everyday life. It's just like, man, I'm done with this shit. I told the Lord, I'm so over this shit. I'm over it, man. It's the same thing. It's like a reoccurring nightmare. You wake up and it's the same shit. So I'm like, it got to be something better coming up, or better on the other side than this, because I'm like, I just can't. I'm over this shit. No matter how much money you make, good money or whatever, it's really, that don't fulfill us in this society, man. Like I tell people all the time, I say, look, I don't have a 10, 15 year plan here. I just don't have it. Okay, that died in me a long time ago. And when I say stuff like that, people think that I'm bugging out, or they think that something is wrong with me, because they're like, what do you mean? You don't want a future here. I don't want a future here. I just don't. Just look at it. Well, what's the future of this place? Being a slave, being taxed to death, eating fake food, dealing with wicked ass women. That's the spirit called Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Mercy, heavenly numbers. But I'm like, dealing with these wicked women, these evil ass women, dealing with these kids, dealing with Esau Edom. I'm like, this is not a future here, because the more you get up in the game, the more wicked and demonic it becomes. So it's just like, nah, it's not a place that I really want to live out in peace, and it's just not gonna happen, because this is a dark world. This is a satanic dark world, and the people in this place, man, they're all cutthroat. Okay, it's a rabbit race, and it's cutthroat, man. And the safest place to be in this thing is the brotherhood. Okay, even though the brother said it, I'm gonna echo his words. He said, you got a lot of wolves. Brotherhood is the safest place for us, because we really got, because I mean, they're just the body, the body of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. But this world is corrupted, man. From the people to the beliefs, to the actions, to the mindsets. It's all corrupted. It's all tainted. It's all evil. Dealing with Jake, like yesterday, I witnessed something crazy, which is not out of the norm, because I've seen things and been a part of things before I came into this truth. But yesterday, man, I'm looking out, and it's some Jakes in the fucking parking lot, man. And I guess one guy, how when Jake talked to one guy and he's inside the car, the other guy's outside the car. all of a sudden I hear something go boom, and I look out the window. They trying to tussle this nigga, and they stole this fucking nigga had like a SMG or some shit, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Took his fucking shit and ran off on him. I'm like, that was stupid, because I'm like, for one thing, you did this shit at 5 o'clock in the evening, broad daylight. Everybody saw you, and the guy know your face, so he sped out. And I'm like, yeah, he'll be back. He'll get you eventually, and then it's gonna go down. So that this is another nigga that's gonna die, man, eventually over some bullshit. I look at my window, I'm like, man, I'm glad I ain't living that lifestyle no more, bro. It's just like, what the fuck? You know, I'm thinking they trying to whoop the nigga ass and steal some drugs or some shit. And I don't know what the fuck happened. Just shit like that, man. So it came a money on me. I'm like, Jacob's Trouble is really gonna be that bad. It's gonna be that crucial. It's gonna be that graphic, man. And for you Jakes out there that's not enlightened, that's all about the street culture, that's all about the street life, you're gonna have the biggest hardship out here, because now you're gonna be put in a predicament that your street IQ and your hood battles are gonna have to get you through, and that's not gonna get you through, because I'm gonna tell you one thing, Esau, he's preparing for niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Because what I notice about niggas like that, they'll shoot up every fucking thing and not hit their target. Like, bro, like a nigga would go and want one nigga, but yet they would kill everybody else around that one target. I'm like, how the hell did you not get your target? And he's right in front of you, but you shoot him, her, him, it. It's like, what the fuck, man? You know? So Jacob's Trouble was the best thing for these niggas. But see, and I realize now, that was made clear to me yesterday, that's why we gonna need the protection of the Heavenly Father. We gonna need it. We gonna need that spiritual power, man, because we're coming into some very, very dark times. Dog eat dog world, man. Everybody's gonna be against each other. When you see your neighbor, hey, fuck all that friendly neighbor shit. You see your fam, fuck all that. It ain't gonna be a friendly rendezvous, so to speak. It's not gonna be like that no more, you know. And you may have guys that may you know, team up and link up, but eventually once the resources go dry and stale, then they become reservoir dogs, you know, because now you niggas is fighting over the last pack of fucking salami or bologna, you know, and then it's gonna end in casualty, man. So it's gonna be a really fucked up predicament, man. Okay, parents are gonna betray the kids are gonna betray parents. I say the scriptures, you know. So everything ain't copacetic, man, you know. And Eve, on the other hand, she just a lost cause, man. And like the brothers of Zahab said it, man. And I'm gonna repeat what he said, you know, because the scriptures say that we speak through the similitudes and the ministry of the prophets. So a lot of times we piggyback off each other's words, man. Okay, because that's what we do. We're a body, we're a collective. But he said that the liberal and the independent woman is the worst thing going for you right now when all hell breaks loose, because it ain't like you got a man that live under your roof. Okay. You don't have a man that lives under your roof to protect you. And you can't just have any old man under your roof, because the average man out here is going to be put to death. I don't give a damn if this nigga is fucking Wesley Snipes. He could be Michael J. White. He could be skilled in 27 different martial arts, be tossing everything in the gym. If he got Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shah on his side, that nigga's good as dead. Alright? Both of you are good as dead. You know, and you know, and the black woman, modern day liberal woman, the independent woman, she think that it's evil to have a man over her, but yet she's dealing with different niggas. She's fighting niggas from out of town, because most of these women, they got men out of town they deal with. You know, that's what they tell you. You know, you deal with women. Most of them, you know, they travel a lot. They go to certain places on an often. Your places, 9 times out of 10, they dealing with a nigga from a far distance. So you might not catch the shit, but believe me, when she goes out of town, or when y'all ain't talk for a while, you better believe that nigga's coming in town from time to time. He's probably dipping off on his other wife, and she'd know this, that he has another woman, but she's willing to fuck him and deal with him because he's considered a high value man, because he's some type of millionaire, or he got money, or he's like some type of corporate guru. So don't let these women fool you, man. They are not against sharing you with other women. They choose who they want to share with other women. If they feel that you're a lame and that you just a 9-to-5 worker, you only making $22 an hour or some shit like that, then she ain't gonna really care for you. Ain't nothing but a squirt of her. She needs somebody who can show her the better side, so to speak. Because to a woman, the grass is always greener on the other side until it's not. So it ain't the fact that she won't share, man. It's the fact she won't share you because in her mindset, you ain't really worth it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works. It's a doggy dog world. You know, that's why I said that a lot of times they don't have men living with them. So it's going to be bad for them in Jacob's trouble. And even if you do live with them, you got to count the cost because a lot of women nowadays are single parents. So you got to ask yourself, like, you may want to deal with the woman, but it's like you got to really ask yourself, is it really profitable to your spirit to live with a woman that bought seed in by another man? You got to ask yourself that in the reality of it, because dealing with this truth is really the reality of life, man. This truth shows you the reality, and it's all about sacrifice. It may be some things your flesh may want to do. You like, nah, but this my chick, man. You know, we should probably get a place and, you know, things will work out. Yeah, it sounds good, and it could, but in most cases, you asking to shoot yourself in the foot because, okay, you got to look at the problems you've had. Okay, you got to look at the trust levels. You got to look at the disrespect you've endured up until that point. And then you got to look at the shit that she's talking about that she's endured up until that point. And you got the kid on the other hand that you're not the father. Okay, so that could go left either way. So most of the time, they want to bring you under that umbrellas because they want to trap you and they want to keep tabs on you. And on top of that, Eve is the type of woman that she ain't trying to deal with no ordinary Jake unless she's already used goods. You know, she didn't slept her way through her 20s and fucked every way from Monday. You know, been tossed around by every drug dealer in the city, every basketball player, every Edomite, every corporate man. She's been fucked sideways from old men, from young men in Florida to yachts and shit like that. It's to the point now when she's up in age, now the typical Jake has to come and settle down with her and her seed. Now, oh, you owe me this. Why do I owe you that when your whole 20s you ain't done nothing but slut around? Why do I have to put my life, or why do I have to owe you anything? What about the men that you were popping left and right? Why can't they owe you shit? Why do the common man have to always pay for what other motherfuckers did, man? You know? Oh, well, nah, now I deserve to settle down. I deserve to be married. How you deserve to be married and you gave your best years away to the streets? And then you got some women that's in their 30s that turn around and want to go back to the streets, man. All because they feel, oh, well, I'm not getting what I want, so I'm going to try to make this guy suffer. That's all fucking, that's some kid shit, man. You know, that's why I said it's a dog-eat-dog world. Eve whole mentality is all fucked up. But that's due to this philosophy of this kingdom. This Satanism, that's Satanism. You know, I want to be an independent career woman. Well, shit, go ahead. Be independent. Be independent when martial law kick down your door and rape you and your fucking kids in front of you, man. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Because I'm going to tell you like this. Esau, when he rose, he ain't going to play games, man. He's raping men, women, kids. He's going through the whole goddamn thing. Esau will fucking rape the dog if he got to. You know? So it's just a doggy dog world, man, and it's gonna get a lot worse. All right. 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth where dwelling righteousness. Right. You know, that's why we look forward to it. That's why when I woke up this morning, I told the Lord, I say, look, man, I'm like, I'm over this shit. I ain't got it in me no more. You know, I'm just over it. I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. You know, it's the same toxic shit every single day. And people say, well, y'all niggas always complaining. You goddamn right we're complaining. The scriptures say that the righteous souls complain unto him continually. We crying out because this is not it. This is not the way life is supposed to be. You know, you halfway broken down. You know, you may be healthy, but then again, you still dying from all the pollutants in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's a shit show, man. And you people love it here. You people think this is how it's supposed to be. All these people going to work, they are running a rat race, man, and they're not even getting anywhere. Half these people in debt. They got houses they can't afford, all just to keep up with the Joneses. All just to look like they making it, just to improve, oppress another motherfucker. Come on, man. Most of these are Babylonians. They living beyond their means, okay? Because the housing market is getting ready to crash. The values of the houses are going to go down, but the interest rates are getting ready to go up. Okay, which hints a fucking bear market and a bubble. Okay, when you mention bubble to a real estate broker, that's like murder, death, kill. Because once you in a bubble, eventually it's gonna pop because fucking inflation, man. The interest rates. You know, and it's a cutthroat business. Like build up all these developments around here knowing that people can't afford it. Like these apartments right here, they just built this up, which is a stupid idea in my opinion. They should never cut that down over there. But they built this shit up. Let's just say if those apartments was there like 5 years ago, you probably could get in one of those for $700 or $800 a month, probably cheaper. Now that one apartment gonna run you $1,200 a month, and it's full of cheap shit. It has nothing going in it. You're just paying for cheap shit. But the investors and the realty company that hold the property title is making millions of dollars off people that can't even afford the shit. Okay, so like I said, it's just all fucked up, man. And you got us people trying to keep up in a society, man, so they can continue to drain you. Hegelian dialect is pressure from above, pressure from beneath. You know, most people can't afford to pay their taxes, so they don't file a tax return. And you got bills coming in, you got people that got medical bills, and then you got insurance that doesn't cover everything. So people, they just do what they do. So they end up drinking it up, they end up eating, going out shopping, and putting themselves, get more credit cards, and they accumulate more debt. That's the whole purpose of it. That's why the elites created constantly in debt, because they can profit off your debt. Me personally, I would really never own a major credit card. I just would never do it. I've had one credit card in my life, and I paid that shit off, and I let that be that. I never wanted to own a major credit card. I'm like, shit, I could fuck up my credit without the goddamn credit card. I don't need no damn credit card, man. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I wouldn't even use the shit, because they'll send me shit in the mail. Hey, you got a $50,000 limit, $60,000 limit. For what? I don't need that shit. For what? You know, my lifestyle is simple. I don't need all that shit, man. You know, I don't need to buy the biggest house. I don't need to have the best, you know, I mean, I like nice cars and shit. That's Jake. But I ain't gotta have a 2025 fucking Lexus, man. I ain't gotta have all that. I ain't got nobody to impress out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm simple. I'm just go home and go to work and come home and do the work of the Lord. And to people, that's not good enough. You know, it's just simple with me, man. You know, and that's how it should be. A man of the Lord should live a simple lifestyle. The Lord said the simplicity in Yahweh Shai. So our lifestyles are straight simple. You don't want to add more affliction to a soul that's already vexed. You know, so it's easy, brother. I mean, it's not easy, but it's simple, bro. Don't be doing too much. Just do what you get to do. Get your daily bread, pay the bills to the best you can, and keep pushing until the Lord comes get us. You know, you got you a good job, so be it. But even then, it's like me, I so-called have a good job, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like the people I work with, you know? And that's like common. I don't really, me personally, you know, I'm the type of person that I vibe with who I vibe with. It take me 5 seconds to read a person, and if I read you and you come back just kind of weird, I ain't gonna really vibe with you, man. I just don't vibe with a lot of people like that. You know, and it's not that I can't, I just choose not to, because for what? Why fake the funk? You know, and that's one thing. I'm not gonna fake it with you. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about you. You know, and that's why a lot of people, they just like, oh man, well, we gotta be careful around this guy, because he's just gonna tell us like it is. And that's why a lot of people don't vibe with us for real, because we tell it. The most niggas want to be lied to. You know, most women want to be lied to. You know, women want you to lie to them, and when you lie to them and then figure out you lying, then they mad. But I'm like, bitch, you just said that you want this, so I told you that. Now you mad? Like, it's all fucking confusion, man. So it's like whatever. But anyway, 2nd Ezra 16:71, they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right, bro? And see, when we read these scriptures, they don't believe this is gonna come to pass, man. See, people, they're like the deaf adder. Like the scriptures say, Esau's the deaf adder that stoppeth our ear. Basically, it's like a kid when you teasing them and they're putting their hands in their ears trying to stave you off. That's what Esau was doing, and that's what you people are doing. When you come to the words of this Bible, you people, man, you put your hands in your ears because you hoping that maybe if you didn't hear it, you can be excused from coming judgment. No, you're not going to be excused from it, because the word is gone out. Okay, the scriptures say that I've sent word there to where it will accomplish, man. Okay, Isaiah 55. It accomplish what he sent it to accomplish. Okay, which is to seal the elect and condemn the wicked. That's the whole purpose of this thing, man. So it ain't gonna be no, well, I didn't know. No matter if you gonna know. It's just whether you believe it or not. And you don't believe, then so be it. That's just a joke's on you. Because at the end of the day, shit, the Lord is gonna save who he's gonna save anyway. Okay? One last precept. Ezekiel 9:4 says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city and through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? All the men that sigh and cry. Okay? And that's what we're doing. That's what these videos are. The abominations, Eve's being a harlot. Eve would rather play the field and be a harlot and be an independent woman before she be a housewife, before she submits to her husband. You know, submit in certain things, but I don't want to submit in that. If you're not going to submit in all things, don't submit in shit. There's no point, you know. Well, I submit to you, but I want to dress the way I want to dress. Nah, what's the whole point? Because now you're for harlot when you do that, man. You know, you're putting yourself in a bad position to be called out. Okay, because it's like, how you gonna want to be a wife, but then at the same time, you need the validation of the niggas in the world. You know, so therefore you dress a certain way. Nah, that's foolishness, and that's folly, that's confusion. So, but anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the full elect. With that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.